This is Pete Feenstra on Friday the 16th of November 2012. We're here to celebrate a great gig tonight, the first night, actually the third night, is it boys?
Third night.
Third or fourth night?
14th night.
Yeah, 14th night of a great double-headed tour. I'll talk about the CDs in a minute. Billy Walton Band, I've got William Parris on my right, the bass player, who's going to shake my hand if I kill him. And on my left-hand side is the WT Travis Feenstra, WT Feenstra Band and the Billy Walton Band. Billy Walton Band come from Asbury Park, New Jersey, and even the hurricane couldn't stop them. Is that right?
That's right.
WT Feenstra Band's come to Indianapolis. And this is the first time the two of you have actually toured together, right?
Yeah, the first time we actually met was, what, 2.5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow. And how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, fun.
So fun, yeah. We've never done a whole tour with another band, so it's
yeah, this is our first one too. So
we wanted to experience that old school rock and roll, get dumped in the van and go kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we're doing this interview for GetReadyToRock.com, and to that end, I'm going to mention two albums that you've both got for sale tonight, both of which have been reviewed on the website. First one is on Mystic Records, Billy Walton, Crank It Up, which is recorded about a year ago now, is it?
Yeah,
something like that. WT Feenstra, Juggling, Dynamite, which is also on Mystic. Again, it's been out, what, about a year now?
It came out in March officially.
Yeah, so in November, so that's kind of 6 months.
Yeah.
And both, am I right in saying both live in the studio kind of affairs?
Yeah, for us it was, I mean, we overdub vocals and things like that, but a lot of the stuff we just try to, matter of fact, the title track was done everything one take.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about yours?
Well, we wish we could do everything in one time. That was all fun. Again, same vibe. Did as much as we can in one shot.
Yeah.
And are you both, I should ask you first, is the stuff we hear on the album, is it basically what you play when you're on the road?
Yeah, we're probably playing half of this album every show.
Yeah. And a lot of these are self-penned songs, right?
I think actually all of them on this one are.
Yeah. Whereas on the previous one you did a great soul number. What was that called?
Papa's a Rolling Stone.
You guys should pull that out.
Yeah, with the talk box and everything, it's pretty cool.
Excited for the record. And this album is notable for some great songs, great playing, great grooves. But it's got a real good production on it. Can you tell everybody about that?
Yeah, we went back to our producer that did Wish You Well. His name's Scott Velasco. He's out of Nashville. Now he was from Nashville, now he lives in Daytona, Florida. But great producer, knows how to get the best out of all of us, and really keeps the whole album in mind. Most producers just say, well, let's do it song by song, but he sees it all as a big whole.
Yeah, and it definitely brings something different to a kind of rock, blues, soul album.
Yeah, exactly. He
You've got all those elements, he glues the whole thing together. That's what
he's awesome. He's great.
And the great thing about Crank It Up, William, if I may say so, is it's got the band spark in there, which is a hard thing to do in the studio sometimes.
Yeah, when Billy had spent a couple years playing with Southside Johnny, and that's when we decided to bring the saxophone into the band. The real Jersey Shore rock and roll band has to have a sax. So as well as the high standard of guitar work that Billy brings to the table, we really introduced. This was the first one with the saxophone in it. We wanted to paint the colors on the picture, so to speak, with the sax and the guitar together doing their thing. So that's that was the one of the goals was like, hey, let's get that Jersey sound going.
And the interesting thing about having the two bands together is you've got that kind of, as you say, the Jersey Shore sort of dynamism, and you've got this kind of Midwest soul feel. And I guess as a show, it must work really well, I guess.
I think so, because it's not like we've done tours in the past. We did a couple dates with some other bands, and it was just all guitar.
Yeah.
And I think by the time the third band came on, the crowd was kind of over it.
Yeah.
With this pairing, I think it's cool because we both write songs.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? I mean, there's a lot of guitar, obviously.
The hooks,
Yeah, there's hooks, there's bridges, there's a lot going on.
And the other interesting thing about both of you two, both your bands, I should say, is that you've both done really well up north. We're here in London at the moment, but you've done particularly well in Newcastle and Scotland, and you've been up to Scarborough and Newcastle as well.
Different places, sure. Yeah.
Do you find the audiences are different from up there?
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Yeah, with us it's just because we spent so much time You know, like you know, we started in the Newcastle area, so they've been awesome to us. So,
Yeah, and the Billy Walton band started in Greater London, South London actually, and worked their way up 400 miles north.
Some guy Pete.
Yeah, well, you did it, but the great thing is you make your living from gigging hard.
Yeah.
Are you able to gig as much as you'd like back home?
Well, you always want to gig more than you are, I think.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, for us, it's, you know, being on the Jersey Shore, it's a seasonal thing. So I mean, you get that May to September busy season, which is one of the reasons why we come here in February, March, April, May, or October, November to keep it going. So.
And I guess there's the issue of mileage in the States. You can only work particular areas at any one point.
I mean, and I think every band says this, you know, we try to stay regional just because to keep the expenses down. You know, so like a 4-hour radius is where we kind of try to stay.
Yeah, which is pretty much from here to Scotland, really. Just about covers it. Anyway, it's been great talking to you boys. The 2 albums, once again, ladies and gentlemen, are Crank It Up by the Billy Walton Band on Mystic Records. WT Feenstra Band, Juggling, Dynamite. They're both just as good as the live show, which I hope you come and see. And what tour dates have we got left after this?
Holling.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then you're back next year, springtime.
Well, they've got one more show.
Yeah, in Northumbria.
Yeah, and we're in Broadstairs. I think.
I'm sorry, Cumbria.
Cumbria, yeah. Okay, it's been Pete Feenstra talking to WT Feenstra one more time. William Parris on my right.
Cheers,
Thank you
Pete.
to John on the camera, and good night.